Greetings all and welcome to another edition of Capstone Front Matter. Today we're going to look at the title page. In order to do the title page, you will want to download the Exploratory Capstone Project Writing Template from your course shell. When you do that, you will then save it to your computer and then open it from Microsoft Word on your computer. And it should look like this. Please do not use other word processing programs such as Google Docs, as it will mess up the formatting. Your front page, the title page, should look like this. You will notice that the words are centered on the page from the top to the bottom. You will also notice that I have the Hide Show button playing right now, and so the non-printing characters are showing. I will show it to you when I don't have those on, as we turn that off, and you can see that it is nicely formatted. If when you turn that on, you see a bunch of return keys right up through this area, you will want to get rid of those and reformat the title page so that it comes out centered on the first page. It might look something like this, where you have a bunch of returns, but you'll notice that your information is not centered. Most likely that is because you used a program other than Microsoft Word to work on this document. So, for each of the parts of this document, we are going to look at what you should fill in. So I'm going to come in a little bit so that it's easier to see. And the first thing is you're going to pick what your title is for your capstone project. And the title should be very relevant to what you are doing. I'm just going to put in "this is my title," just so we have something there for this. The second part, it says an exploratory capstone project. You will leave that. You will leave the part that says "by," because the next part is where you're going to put in your name. So your student name can be either first, middle, or last, or whatever is appropriate for your name. If you'd like to use the initials, so on and so forth. So we will have Alan Smithy as our capstone person for this one. Then the next line is Concordia University Irvine. You're going to leave that as is. The next line is School of Education. You're going to leave that as is. The next line is submitted in the partial fulfillment of the, and then next line, requirements for the, you're going to leave that. Degree of, you will leave that. And this is where you are going to have to know what degree are you getting. If you are in the MAED program, the Master of Arts in Education, then this line is correct. If you are in the Master of Education program, the MED, the Combined Masters and Credential program, you're going to have to change this just slightly. And the way you will do that if you are an MED person is you are going to highlight the words arts and in and delete them, because you are a Master of Education. Now, if you're not sure what degree you are in, you can go into your DegreeWorks, also known as My Records, and check. So here's the example that I'm going to use. This happens to be my degree, and you will see it'll have your student ID, your name, and then your degree is over here. Master of Arts in Education, that's an MAED. Then down here where it says major, it'll say what your Master of Arts in Education is. It may say MAED and then whatever it is. So it could be a curriculum and instruction, could be administration, it could be counseling. Whatever it says under the major, that is what you are going to want to put as far as, first of all, your degree here, so MAED, and then you're going to put in for the major, that's where you're going to put the emphasis. Now, if you are a combined credential MED person, you will not have an emphasis. So you can just delete this line and make sure that it only has a single space. But if you have a MAED, then you will have an emphasis, and so you are going to want to put that emphasis here. And I will do curriculum and instruction. Then make sure there's a space between curriculum and instruction, and then month and year. So there are 2 times a year that folks graduate. That would be May and December. So whichever graduation date works for you, put that in. So I'm going to put 2050, and then that's it for that line. Then we go down one more line, and we are going to put in your professor's name for the capstone sequence, and use whatever their preference is for how they want their name spelled out. So if you were my student, then I would ask that you put Dr. Michael W. Schultheis. Make sure you spell your professor's name correctly, as well as some may ask you to do the initials of their degrees. So it might be Michael W. Schultheis with PhD, or whatever their degree is, maybe EDD, it just depends. And that is what you will do for the front page, for the title page. And let me scroll out so you can see what a completed title page is going to look like. And that is it.